Good afternoon, everyone. This is Cryptology with Lord Galaban. I am Lord Galaban, Douglas McMahon. I will be teaching a class today. Today's class is going to be on Metamask and OpenSea and how to use both of these utilities to purchase non-fungible tokens, better known as NFTs. I'll walk you through all the basics, and after that, you should be able to set up a Metamask and set up an OpenSea and go ahead and start collecting NFTs if you do so wish. Let's go ahead and get her started. So what I have here on the screen right now is an open MetaMask. In order to set up your MetaMask, you can go to metamask.io, I do believe, and it will allow you to set up a MetaMask wallet. You just go through all of the bells and whistles. It's kind of like setting up your own email. It'll just be a Ethernet wallet is what it will be described as. And once you get that set up, it will bring you into this page. Whenever you go to set up your MetaMask, make sure that you refer back to watching all of the security measures that you need to do in order to set up said wallet, because it will be containing money. So you want to make sure that it's safe and secure, use a good password, and simply keep all the security measures, which we have already gone over, in your head, and how to do those things. What are you doing, goofball? That's my puppy behind me. She had to come down and see what was going on. So right now we're looking at my MetaMask. If you followed last week's episode on Etherscan here in this Discord, then you will have known how Etherscan tells you all about your different wallets. And since this one is attached onto the Etherscan that I looked at, you can see right there, 6B49, it is my wallet. So we'll be using it as the basis because it'll be the easiest way in which to move around and to show you what all we're doing. Now, your MetaMask on your phone will look pretty much the same, and even there's one major difference. On your phone, you can actually look at your NFTs on your MetaMask because there's an NFT button. And the activity on the phone doesn't work quite as well on some phones as it does on a PC. If you're going to be purchasing NFTs, I would say learn how to do them on the PC first, because there's a few different ways whenever you're dealing with the phone versus the PC. So just to keep those nice and straight, that's the best way in which to do it. Learn how to do it on your PC first, to where everything is nice and secure, because if you're trying to figure stuff out on your phone while out in public, somebody might be phishing all the information while you're using either your Wi-Fi or if you're hooked up to somewhere out in public. I would advise not hooking up to different IPs out in public whenever you go to trade, unless you're not really all that worried about it, or the NFTs that you're trading, you don't think that anybody's going to try to steal them. Me personally, I like to follow certain security measures, so whenever it comes to buying NFTs, I want to keep it on my personal computer itself. With that being said, this is the MetaMask. It has basic things on it, like up here, it will show you what blockchain you're on. You can switch in between the different blockchains, like I have the Polygon blockchain set up and the Ethereum blockchain. You can add a network. There are different videos that you can watch to add a network. Personally, we don't need to set up another one. The only two main ones that you should be using are Polygon and Ethereum. If you decide you want to be on the Solana blockchain, then you'll have to follow a different video showing you how to set up the Solana blockchain onto your MetaMask. There are plenty of videos that you can find on YouTube in which to do that. Like this video personally is being broadcast on my YouTube channel, so you can learn how to do these by following my YouTube channel. If you're getting to this link through Twitter, it'll probably be through the link that I'll be sharing on YouTube. On Twitter about my YouTube. Little bit of faux pas there, but that's where we're going. Right now, we'll stay on the Ethereum mainnet blockchain to where it's nice and easy to follow. Up here, you can switch in between different MetaMask accounts if you have different accounts. I have my main account, and then I have the one for my puppy. It's called the Rough Life, and that's a whole different subject. But these are the two accounts that I have under this main account, is these two. So, and right here you can see where you can create an account, you can import different accounts, you can connect up your hardware wallet. That'll be a whole class on its own whenever we get a Ledger wallet and we'll connect it up. We'll go through all the steps. That can be an entire class all by itself. So it has a nice little feature where it tells you how to connect up the hardware wallet. But we'll stick to the basics right now, because the basics are what we got to get out there first, to where people know how to do all these minor things, to where whenever it comes time to do real things, they'll be able to do it. So looking at your MetaMask, you come down, you can refresh the list, you can import different tokens, you can contact MetaMask if you need help. Personally, I've never thought that you can do anything with their support, so it's pretty much a waste of time. Refreshing the list, I suppose if you have things that are going on super quick that you might want to refresh, most of the time you really don't need to. So with that being said, I've got about $65 in my Ether account. I stuck it in there last night because I knew I was going to be doing this class, and whenever it comes to actually getting an NFT, we will be purchasing one today, to where you can see exactly how it goes down, how it interacts, and the such like that. Right up here, you can see on the address bar that there's a little MetaMask symbol, and it says it wants access to this site. Well, I've already given it access, so usually you will see, if you have things, see like this right here is an ad blocker, this is a protection, this is extensions that I have, and of course you can see the little MetaMask symbol, and it even says that I'm hooked up as me. So that's pretty much the basics. You can copy your address from right here just by clicking on that. Anytime you see that little hand symbol, it's something that you can actually click on. See, like buy, send, swap. Swapping, it's cool to do. Personally, I don't do a whole lot of swapping on my MetaMask. If I'm going to swap one token for another, I will usually go to Uniswap, or I'll do it on my Coinbase. I can send money to and from Coinbase from right here with the send button. I can buy. If you use buy, me personally, oh, they finally have the Coinbase Pay on there, finally. Good. So I'll be able just to buy it right through my Coinbase now, which I have Coinbase hooked up to my MetaMask because I use Coinbase a lot for a lot of the different things that I do. If you want to use a credit card, I would suggest using MoonPay because they're pretty good and they don't have very high fees. You can directly deposit Ether right from your bank account, so that works out nicely. I haven't used Wire before, and I haven't used Transact. I went to use Transact one time, but I didn't like the fees they were charging, so I decided not to do it. But I do like the fact they finally got the Coinbase Pay, because I've been waiting on that, so that makes it really, really nice. And like I said before, I have used MoonPay multiple times, and MoonPay works very nice as well. So we can go over here to the activity, and you can actually see a few of your activities that you've done. Everything will show up as individual transactions. If you click on the little links, it will tell you more about it. And the nice part about this is you can view it on the Block Explorer. You can copy the transaction ID, and if you were in the Gangsta Kong space this morning, or in the Racks on Racks last week whenever we were going Etherscan, you can punch it right into your Etherscan. So you could like copy the transaction ID and pop over here to Etherscan, paste it up in there, and it'll take you right to the transaction. There it shows it, just like that. So that's a nice easy way in which you can go right from your MetaMask right to your last transaction and see what you did. Right there, it tells me that I transferred a Leprechaun, tells me all the information that I need to do, and since I like using Etherscan just to do certain things in which to verify transactions, it makes it nice and easy to just pop back over. And that also shows that these two totally separate entities work together very, very well. MetaMask and Etherscan work together quite well. So it makes it very nice. And it'll give you a basic rundown of your transaction. It tells you what the amount was for. It tells you what you had for a max gas limit. Shows you how much gas was used. Tells you your base fee, your priority fees, and the such like that, no matter how you set them up. So everything is listed right in your nice little transaction log itself. You can actually go to an activity log and see exactly what times that they went through, whenever it was created, whenever it was submitted, and whenever it was confirmed. Everything's right there in the activity log, so it makes it nice. Transaction data, and see, aha. So that's a little bit of that. It tells you it was going from my wallet to this guy's wallet that I bought the leprechaun from, so it makes it nice. There's a little basic rundown of that. So just like we taught in the Ethereum, in the Etherscan class, all of that information that was over there, you can get it right over here on MetaMask in a condensed form. It won't be as nicely laid out with all of the different numbers as it is in Etherscan. It's just a very nice condensed form. So we went over the buy, we've went over that. Sending is very basic. You would get the address from whoever you're going to be sending something to. You would copy their address and then you would paste it right in here. And you can transfer in between your accounts nice and easy just by hitting this button. It'll tell you what your recents were. You could load more of your recents. It'll give all the addresses that you've sent to lately. So if you have somebody's address, you can just go right here. All they would have to do is give you their last four. And if you've done business with them in the past, you just click on it, boom, brings it right up. See, just like that. Then you can send an asset or whatever else you need to send. So that works out very nicely. And if you need to, you can just hit cancel and it'll go away just as easily. Swapping, same difference. It'll be the same exact type of thing. If you're swapping, this will be with you're swapping different tokens, usually ERC20 tokens. So you can swap one token for another if you have a whole bunch of one and you need something or another, or if you want to sell real quick. Okay, like you could click on there and it'll should bring it up. It's taken forever. Swap Ghibli to, have to hit how much you're going to swap. It's moving really slow for some reason. I don't know why. Taking forever. And then it will review. Once it goes through, I don't know why it's taking so long. For some reason it's really lagging. Very weird. But that's how the swap feature works. And at any given time, again, just hit cancel. Cancel out. Something is lagging down my internet for some reason. One of the boys must be upstairs watching a movie or doing something. Could really make this class hard to do if they're busy doing something. My boys probably have their video games going full blast. So there's your rundown of MetaMask. As with OpenSea, you can get to OpenSea by going to OpenSea.io. And it will allow you to log in. You will hook up, in this case, I've already hooked up my MetaMask to my OpenSea. You can tell that by right over here. If it's not hooked up, there'll be a place right here that will allow you just to sign in. But if you hook into your MetaMask first, if you sign into your MetaMask, then you bring up OpenSea, it should instantly connect up. If not, just hit the little sign button and it will allow you to go there. Dealing with OpenSea, this is the OpenSea front page. Just like in Etherscan, it has a search bar to where you can put in different people's items. Like, I do believe that there's my wallet right there. I punch that in there and look, you're right there. It pumps up my name. You can go right to my account for OpenSea. We'll do that here in a second. In Explore tab, you can look at all sorts of different items. You can look at all the different NFTs. You can go to the Solana site itself, collectible, and as you go down, you can just see the different ones. So OpenSea breaks things down into a nice set status. With stats, you can see what the activity is going on. You can see what the rankings of the different NFTs. We can take a look at those. They usually show the top 20. And why is the internet lagging so bad? Wow. So we go and we see that in the last 24 hours, Rare Apepe YC is the number one. Boy, they got some serious volume going on, over 1,100 Ether total. They're going quite well. Moonbirds is number two. BAYC right there. And as I said before, it'll take you down through, oh, I guess it does go through more than the top 20. Okay, it goes down to the top 40. So you can basically look.
I fucking paper-handed a Pepe. God damn it.
So you can literally go to any of the main ones. It'll bring them all up, as you can see on the list. And why did it do that? Man, there is some serious lag going on. So Thomas says that he paper-handed. And the floor price is not doing too bad. Boy, Moonbirds has really went down from where they were. BAYC not doing too bad, still at an 84 floor. And other deeds down there at 207, all of the different ones. So you can click right into any different project just by simply going into the top. You can break them down by different ones. They have all time, last 3 days. What, Thomas?
Is that 0.78 the floor price?
Yes, for the rare AA Pepe, yes.
Oh my god.
Then we could look at all time, last 30 days. Let's go to see what the last 30 days shows. It'll bring it down by the top 100 or the bottom 100 or the bottom from 101 to 200. And look at there, CryptoPunks number one on the list. Volume 28,000 Ether. That's a whole lot of Ether. Current owners. None of them are for sale right now. That's what these little 3 dashes means. That means that none of them are up for sale at this time. So those are the cute little things like art blocks. None of them are up for sale. This shows the potatoes. I've never even heard of that one. But Bored Ape Yacht Club seems to be right up there at the top of everything. So that's one of the neat things about that. Activity, it's pretty much self-explanatory with the activity. The resources, Help Center. Like I said before, OpenSea Help Center. Yeah, good luck. Platform status, it will tell you what's going on. Gas-free marketplace, that's Polygon normally. You can fill out different tax information through the taxes. You just have to hit the Get Started button and it will walk you step by step through there, so that's pretty nice. For those people that want to make one-of-one NFTs and you've done artwork and then uploaded it onto the computer, you can just hit the Create button, which I do these whenever I'm making the rough life of Eowyn, the goofball. I use the Create, but I use that feature. That's one of the few features that I actually use a lot on my phone is the Create feature, because I make one-of-one NFTs of my pooch dog, like I said, and I upload them onto OpenSea to where she has her own little NFT series, and maybe someday she'll become really famous, or I'll become famous enough to where people actually want to buy her, and hopefully in the future it will allow her to have her own little money, so if we need to spend money on a vet or get to buy her a new toy, or if somebody wants to buy one of her NFTs to purchase a toy for her, it'll make a nice little thing to where it's like a give and take, and that's a whole different story, and we could go into that later, but that's what the create feature is for. As you can see, it says get started, and it will take you right to it. So let's go ahead and go to my profile. It will pop up. Now, if you are doing yours, it should pop up your profile and show you all the NFTs that you own. Up here at the top is our banner. If you click on the banner, you can actually change it. Whenever you're putting up a banner, you've kind of got to make sure that whatever picture that you're using, whatever you want to use, is right in the middle of the picture, because the banner only takes certain sizes, so you'll want to make sure that you use the proper size in order to get to the banner. Same goes with your profile picture that will show up. That's this picture right up here, is this picture right here. You can change it out with any other pictures. And the next one, this little block in block, that's your wallet. And it will actually tell you how much funds you have in your wallet. And if you have different ones that you're using for OpenSea, it will have them all broke down here. This one is Polygon Ether, shows up as the purple diamond. Regular Ether shows up as a regular diamond. And Wrapped Ether, which is things that you can make bids with, or people will pay you in Wrapped Ether if they're making a bid, that shows up under the red one. And each one of them are different. The little 3 dots over here will allow you to bridge over to the Polygon network to use the purple, or you can wrap it to use the red. Red, like I said, is used a lot of the times in order to make bids on projects. Whenever you don't want to pay somebody their actual price, you can offer them Wrapped Ether, which is the red ether. Technically, Polygon is Wrapped Ether too, but it's just it is denoted as a purple. And if you're going to first bridge over to Polygon, and you've never bought on Polygon, and somebody tells you, oh, well, you won't pay any gas for Polygon. Well, in order to create Matic from Ether that you have in your MetaMask, it's going to cost you money. You got to pay gas. So if somebody tells you, oh, well, all you got to do is just transfer Ether over to Polygon, and then you won't be paying any gas. Well, the money you're spending to transfer Ether over to the Polygon network is going to cost you money. So take that into account if you're going to buy something. You've got to transfer more Ether than you need in the Polygon in order to make sure that you have enough Polygon just to buy said unit. Or you go over here to MetaMask and you transfer in to MetaMask actual Polygon itself, which that would be looked under whenever you drop down to Polygon. And switching over to Polygon, see, I've actually got 2.6 Matic in my account. Now that 2.6 Matic, we go over here to OpenSea, and there's the Matic right there. That's how much 2.6 Matic will get you, is $2.79 USD. So those two match. And now I could use my OpenSea, because I have switched over, which we were going to go over that in a little bit. I might as well do it now. If you're going to buy items on the Polygon network off of OpenSea, you have to make sure your MetaMask is in Polygon. It is on the Polygon mainnet, to where whenever you go back to OpenSea, then you can actually use your Polygon to purchase something. That is very, very important. So you have to make sure that your MetaMask is in the Polygon network before you attempt to use your purple Polygon ETH with your OpenSea. So that being said, we can go, we can see that you can punch in your own name here, or you can just simply leave it unnamed. Me personally, I want people to know that it's me. So I have my name punched in there. Right there you can see my MetaMask wallet address is right there. It tells people when I joined. You can make a little funny haha if you want to, just by, this is the description. I've always loved that saying, so that's what I use for my description. Then you'll have how many NFTs that you've collected. If you've created any, they will show up here. If you've favorited other NFTs that aren't just yours, it'll show up here. You can go to your activity and it will show what you're doing. And why would it not pop right up? It's going to take its own sweet time for some reason. Not making me very happy. We're still, yep, everything's still working properly. And my internet is lagging. This is not good. For some reason we have a lag. I don't know if it's here at the house or if it's coming from the wonderful cable company that I have. So there's my activity. It has everything I've done. There you can see I've listed up all of EO and the Rough Life on my main account. Did that a couple of days ago. See, it even tells me. It tells what the price is of each thing that is listed up. It shows you the pictures. It tells you who they are. Tells you what you've done. The amounts, which if you're a collector, there should really be only one of each one from whoever. Oh, I'm getting tired. Holy cow. All of a sudden. It's going to me, tells me what time it happened. That's your activity button. Come over here, we can see different things, like if you've made any offers, it will show up under this tab. If you've received any offers for any of your NFTs, we have this tab. All of your active listings, if you have things actually listed, it will show up. Inactive. Hidden is a tab that you will need to use from time to time. Like if you get something airdropped from a certain token and you're expecting it just to come in, it will show up in your hidden tab. I would suggest caution when going and looking at anything else in your hidden tab. If you don't know who it's from or you don't trust it, I wouldn't open it, because at any given time it could be a phishing attack to get into your wallet or to break into your OpenSea. So be very careful. Make sure that you know what is coming into your wallet. If you're expecting something, then go to your hidden tab to try to find it. There are NFTs in here that I will just leave in here if I don't want to see them on my main page, or I don't feel that I should be sharing them with anybody. There's not a whole lot that I keep in here. There's just certain ones. But if you're expecting something and it doesn't show up in your main wallet, it might be an airdrop, or if somebody says that they are airdropping you something, it will show up in the hidden tab. And to switch back over tabs, you simply go back over to whatever tab you want to and just hit the tab. Like I said before in multiple different videos, you just look for your little hand and it'll print it right out and take you right to it. As if you see a hand, that means that it's clickable. If you don't see a hand, it's not clickable. Plain and simple. So, with that being said, we can go over to the next one. Oh, you know what? Let's go over these. If you have a website, you can hook up your website right here. If you have a Twitter, you can verify and it will take you right to Twitter. As you can see, it will take me right to my Twitter, right there. Bingo. Twitter.com/Lord Galaban. Takes me right to my profile, which is really nice because if you want to go and you want to look at somebody else's wallet and you want to go right to their Twitter, you can just use that button. Same way with the website. If I'm not mistaken, I have the Inugami website hooked up to my OpenSea account. Yep. So it'll take me right to the Inugami website. So, and that's because I am the marketing manager for Inugami. Shout out to Inugami. You can share your you can share your OpenSea page right here. You can copy the link to your OpenSea, or you can share on Facebook or on Twitter, because I have those hooked up to mine. It will just take a little bit of time to hook up your OpenSea account to any of the other ones. Here's where you can go to your settings. You can show your featured items if you want to feature some items, or simply report the account if it's not your account. I don't know if you'd want to report your own account. I suppose if you're sadistic and want to lock up your account, you can do that, but I wouldn't suggest it. So with that being said, go down here to the recently received tag. And you can see all the different things you can do with recently with this pull down. You can look at all of your NFTs by how they were listed, created, sold, received, ending soon, low, high, and such like that. Whenever I'm trying to locate different NFTs in a project, I can break them down into any one of a number of ways. If I want to find the oldest, it's always at the bottom, which it's the oldest. So if I hit oldest on mine, it will show which NFT is the oldest one on my account. And just like that, there's the oldest one on my account. Now, I know that I created these 3 NFTs right here just to see what the create button would do. I created up some other NFTs just to get familiarizing myself with how to do it. Skelevision and Artface. This one right here is the first NFT that I ever purchased, Artface, which I've always liked that. I just thought it was a really cool pick. And you can scroll down through all the different NFTs that you've purchased. If you've purchased a whole bunch, it's nice and easy way to control how to do it. You can break them down by the most viewed, which I always like to take a look at every once in a while. It's always neat to see who's viewed what the most. So that's pretty cool. That's how that tab works. You can break down how they're seen if you want to make them smaller, like that. You make them really small. It allows you to see more of them on the page per line. Especially if you have a whole bunch of NFTs, it makes it easier just to see them. Me personally, I bought them to look at them. I want to see them, so I always have it in this view where it's 6 across. The other one I believe is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 9. So it makes it a third bigger, or a half bigger, 50% bigger. Yeah. So you can get to see 9 across. And that's how those 2 little buttons work, and that's how the most viewed button comes down. Looking at different ones, let's see, we'll go to priced the highest. And these are just showing you what different tabs do and how you can look at different things. You can break them all down. Now, one of the neat things about this situation is if you want to look for a certain type of NFT, like say Kong, you just punch in Kong into the search bar and it will bring up everything that has the word Kong in it, and makes it very nice. And see, it even uses this, so if I have any listed, they'll all show up at the beginning by the highest to the lowest, and you can see all of the different Kongs that are listed on this account. Anything with the word Kong will show up in this list. So that makes it really nice. And that's how you can break different ones down. Like I can punch in and it will pull up all the leprechauns. Which makes it really, really nice. So let's pick out one that I know that's a rare, and we'll go over how they break those down. With Thomas being here, I can actually share with him that whenever we were looking on Etherscan in the last class, I was talking about how it imported the picture over to Etherscan, and it tells who bought it from what contract and such like that. If you'll notice, it doesn't show the contract, but you can zoom over right here, and down in the very bottom it will take you to whoever sold it and to yourself down, and it shows it right down there in the bottom left. If you can see that little pop-up down at the bottom where it says OpenSea.io/Sir Owl, it'll take you to their OpenSea account, so you can see who you purchased it from, and you can actually take a look at what they have. Not a whole lot. And if you need to go back, just simply hit the back button and back you go. And you can break down the filters. You can add all the different things from the filter, as they're pretty much self-explanatory, I think, with sales, listing, offers, and such. So it gives you your item activity, which that same item activity was over on Etherscan, like I showed. So makes it very, very nice, because I bought this NFT directly from the person who minted it. And you can see whenever you see null address and minted, it means that this person minted for free and they sold it. They held it for 2 months and they sold it last night. Well, they put it up they put it up on the listing, and then I bought it. It breaks everything down into the properties. It'll tell you about leprechaun.com. It should have links if it's a major NFT to where you can go to any one of their different links, and look right there. There's the one for Etherscan. So there's the perfect link over to take you right to all the details that went along with that transaction. All the details of the token itself are right here. It'll even tell you how much the creator is getting in royalties. This number can be any one of a number of things. Usually it's anywhere between 1 and 10% for the most part. If you see creator earnings of over 10%, you might want to question why that contract has over 10% and whether or not it would be worth buying into it, because it would seem like the creators are trying to make a whole bunch of money. So it tells you what blockchain it's on. It tells you the actual token type of contract that it's using, the token ID. All of these things are nice and easily broke down. Gives you the description that the leprechauns put in for themselves. Tells you all the different properties. Here it even has that there's been offers made on this one. Very low offers compared to what I expect to see from it, because if you want this from me, you're going to have to pay out the butt to get it from me. And if this NFT has been passed around a whole bunch, you'll see this will be a graph on how it's sold. With any luck, your graph goes up like this instead of anything like this. So those are some of the ways to look at all the different information. And listings shows the last listing that was done was by me. A little easy way just to check and see all your different NFTs and how they're all broke down. And if I'm not mistaken, see, we would have to scroll. Pretty sure that there's nothing on the bottom. Yeah, there's not. That is the basics of the NFTs and how to look at them. As I said, we will show you how to purchase an NFT. Gonna go over here to Leprechaun Town. And if you click on this, it's the clickable link above the NFT. We're going to use that to take us over to the Leprechaun Town NFT page. And you can see all the different prices. You can break them down the same way by recently listed, recently created, all the same ones. The oldest should bring up Leprechaun number 1, which the NFT price is kind of high at this time. So let's go and let's see what the price is on Kongs. Even though I misspelled it. And okay. Really? No items? Okay, let's just do it the easy way then. We're just gonna go straight to Gangsta Kongs by using the click link. Takes us directly over to the Gangsta Kong page, and some Yetz monkey is lowering the price. Here's a regulator, not quite a big homie. We'll just do this one. So if it is buyable, it will say buy now down here at the bottom. If it's not buyable, you won't have that option at all. You can make an offer on one that does not have a buy now option. And see right here, it has an idiot proof situation because I know that we are in the Polygon network, so we need to switch back over to Ethereum with our MetaMask. We're back over to Ethereum. It tells us that. Now we can go back over here and you see the Ethereum symbol. Go over here. How much money do we have? Yes, we have enough. We have 65. So we're good to go. Come down here, hit buy now. It will tell you the collection name, the creator ID, the total sales. So this is another piece that will stop you from making any mistakes. It lets you know that the ones you're purchasing from all the normal information, and if it's the same one that you think it is, it should be roughly the same information as it shows with the total volume, the number, which I know that it's verified. So we're good to go. This is OpenSea's way of just taking away their indemnity. You can send this to a different wallet just by punching in a different wallet address here. So like if you want to buy it for somebody, you can get their address, copy their address, set up the sale, use this little pull down menu right here, punch in their address, and it will send it to them, but you're buying it. So that's a cute little way. Right here, the creator fee is 5%, so that means that the creator of Gangsta Kongs would be getting 5% from this purchase, even though this is a secondary purchase. If you're purchasing with Ether, flipping it over to Polygon, you would go through multiple different sections here. So you got to be careful with those. This should have brought up a pull down menu, but it hasn't. So we pop back over to MetaMask right here, fulfill basic order, and it brings up.
My bad. I completely forgot. I gotta dip out. There's a meeting for me.
Oh.
I gotta go.
No problem. See you later, Thomas.
See.
So it shows us our gas fee is $3.78. The total price of the NFT is $6.77, which that gas fee is not too bad. So we'll hit the confirm to show that we're buying it. And just like that, it's pending now on MetaMask. We come back over here. It shows us that it's processing. Your purchase of Gangsta Kong is processing. It should be confirmed on the blockchain. Right there, our transaction ID. That will be showing up over here under the Ethereum, or under the Etherscan. So if we hit right there, we come over to transactions, and right there is the transaction. Bingo. No, that was from last night. So the one that we're doing right now hasn't even gone through yet. Come back over here to the profile, and it's went through. Gangsta Kong 8342 is now in my wallet from the person that was selling it. We can come back over to MetaMask. It says right there that it fulfilled the basic order, and it'll have all the information on the basic order. Come over here to the address, hit the refresh button, and right there, 1 minute ago, there's the transaction, showing it on Etherscan. And that is the basics of buying an NFT. If there's any questions, you can always search me out. You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/LordGalaban. I'm there. You can find me on Discord. I'm under Lord Galaban there too. It's Lord Galaban, number 2122, if you want to look me up for friend. On Telegram, I'm under Lord Galaban. I'm Lord Galaban everywhere you want to look for me. Other than that, I'm going to cut this short because I can feel my voice disappearing and I'm getting really scratchy, so I don't really want to talk all that much more. And I hope you join us for next week's class. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do then, and we will be posting it up in the Friends United Discord as to what we'll be teaching next week. This same class will be retaught in the Gangsta Kong Discord next Tuesday morning. We will see you there, and have a good day.